So for this video, I'll be looking at the DC Universe Classics Series 8 Hawkgirl. Now this is a great companion piece if you have Hawkman already. She's got a great sculpt with her details on her hair. She's got a great helmet. She's got nice details on her wings, just like Hawkman had on his wings. Now, there you go. Move her wings out, and they are slightly different, very thinner and longer than Hawkman's. So they're not just Hawkman's wings stuck on her, and they're very nice. Look at all the detailing on the feathers and stuff. You do see the hinges on the back. As for accessories, you see she has this great spear, really cool looking spear, very ancient looking, and it's got all these nicks on it from being in battle, and you can see all the detailing on the handle, and it comes to a little, forget what the exact name for that tip of the spear is. She also comes with his dagger slash sword, also nicely detailed with combat damage and details on the handle and on the helm. I think the hilt. That's right, the hilt. With an inlaid jewel or stone of some sort. And of course, what would be a hawk person without their mace? And she is no exception. Unlike Hawkman, she does not have a place in the back to store her sword slash dagger. She does have this odd, very gray tone to her skin that is kind of a drawback. Overall, her pants and her boots are all very nicely painted. As for articulation, she has pretty much the female articulation, basic female articulation, elbow, arms, bicep pivot, everything. Her head is, she can look up and down a little bit, but again, her hair, being a female, their hair gets in the way of their posability, and so she's basically locked into this one spot. And it's unfortunate that it's kind of looking down, which is impressive when she's kind of hovering and flying, but when she's standing, she looks like she's sulking. Her wings are kind of don't melt into or come into the back of her as well as the wings go into the back of Hawkman, just because it's a female body and it's so slight. But again, I'd much rather have the wings there than not there. She's a really good figure, got great accessories. She can hold all of them very well. Really, she's probably the most well-known out of all the characters of this wave, this series. So if you would see her, and I would say pick her up. So Hawkgirl has a very interesting backstory, and if you've seen my Hawkman video or two-part video, this is the Silver Age version of the character. Now the Silver Age version of the character is from Thanagar. I'm going to go start with the Golden Age version of the character, who is Shiera Sanders, and then marries Carter Hall. Well, both of them are the reincarnations of the ancient Egyptian prince and princess Khufu, and the prince Khufu and princess Chayara, and they are killed by a priest called Hathset, and they use and he uses an nth metal knife, and nth metal being a metal from a alien spacecraft that they found and used to fashion weapons and flying devices in the shape of wings and belts. And so they are killed, but this nth metal, because they've been exposed to it, it gives them the power of reincarnation. So they're constantly being reborn throughout the ages. She is reborn as Shiera Saunders. And Shiera Saunders meets up with Carter Hall, the reincarnation of Khufu. He finds out that he is the reincarnation of Prince Khufu, and she is the reincarnation of Shiera. And they find the nth metal weapons, and use them to become Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Now in Earth 1, which is the Silver Age character, Shiera Hall appears in The Brave and the Bold, and they are aliens from the planet Thanagar, and they come pursuing a criminal, and then eventually get tasked to learn about Earth. They operate as costume heroes, join the JLA. She says, I'm pretty much outgrown the name Hawkgirl, and she becomes Hawkwoman. And then crisis happens. Hawkman and Hawkgirl are reinvented as still Thanagarians, but they're not married anymore. They're just partners. And she becomes Shiera Thal, partner to Qatar Hall. Hawkman is killed, and she returns to Thanagar, and she herself meets her fate in the Ran-Thanagar War when she's killed by Starfire's sister, Blackfire, or Commander. And in the latest incarnation of her is actually the original Golden Age Hawkgirl, whose spirit now resides within the body of Kendra Saunders, the granddaughter of Speed Saunders, who was cousin to Shiera. So Kendra has retained all of her memories and basically believes herself to be Kendra, but it's really Shiera's spirit that is reanimating her body or dwelling within her body. However, just recently in Blackest Night, she had her heart torn out by a Black Lantern and became resurrected as a corpse, as a Black Lantern herself. So I don't know what they're going to do with the Hawk when they're finally done with Blackest Night. So her powers, of course, are all based on the nth metal, which allow her to fly because of the anti-gravity properties. They also give her enhanced strength and enhanced healing. Because of her existence as the Golden Age Shiera Saunders, she is an expert at lots of different weapons because of all of her past lives. Until my next review, when I'll be doing the Build-A-Figure and closing out the series, See ya.